Tasty Bob says, let's taste. Tasty, tasty. I'm Bob Galligan. I'm the Quality Sensory Coordinator here at Surly Brewing Company, and today we're going to be tasting Pentagram. Pentagram is, quite frankly, one of the first sour beers that I ever had, mostly because it was one of the first sour beers that I can remember being in America. Pentagram is our legendary dark sour ale. The main reason why we call sour beers sour, both in brewing but also in sensory science, is because they are sour when it comes to a flavor standpoint. The actual pH is a little bit lower. Now, Brettanomyces is primarily fermenting the Pentagram in stainless steel, so it's 100% stainless fermented with Brettanomyces, but then it's moved to red oak barrels where it's left to age for a certain amount of time. The beautiful part about Brettanomyces is because it is a wild yeast, so a cousin of Saccharomyces, it changes every single time it's being used. So it depends on how much air is in there, depends on the barrel that it's being used with. So the character is going to be very, very different. Even from year to year, if you're brewing the exact same base beer, the final product is going to be different. It's also going to give a lot of like rich type characters that go beyond the kind of tart or sour note. Some people pick up kind of more of a barnyardy type character. Horsehair blanket is a flavor that we actually do use in the industry, but it's not going to be the overwhelming character. And this year's Pentagram, in my opinion, has a really, really nice, almost like chocolate, a little bit of like roasted coffee type note to it, and a lot of that is coming from the malt bill. That just plays really, really nice and gives it a really nice finish to an actual Brettanomyces fermented beer. This year, for the first time, we are actually doing 4 packs of 16-ounce cans, which I think is a pretty exciting thing. You don't often see Brettanomyces or sour type style ales put into cans, and I think you're going to really, really enjoy it. It's also a lot more convenient. You can crack open a can of nice Brettanomyces driven Pentagram. So definitely with a beer of this style and this special, quite frankly, give it a little whiff before you take a sip. Just kind of let your nose know where the territory it's headed, and then give it a nice little sip. The beautiful part about Pentagram and a lot of these styles of beers is that your palate really goes on a whole roller coaster. So where it begins is way different from where it ends. So in the very beginning, you have a nice little sweetness to it. Immediately, because of the actual tartness, you are going to have like a little bit of that bright tongue, that little shock. But that kind of moves into a really nice, almost tobacco, sour cherry type character that finishes off just really, really clean, and like I said, with a little bit of like chocolate character, which is super pleasant. This is going to be a little bit darker of a malt bill. So it is going to give that depth that you're not expecting on top of the actual Brettanomyces giving you a little bit of that higher note. So it's a journey, and a beautiful one at that. So with that, no matter where you are, I hope you're picking up a 4-pack of Pentagram. So cheers to you, cheers to your family, be well. Pentagram. Cheers to all you know. Enjoy. What a bold cheers. Cheers to everything you know. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.